very good morning to our RANsquawk listeners. Hope you all had a pleasant evening. In terms of the actual market open here in Europe, was slightly pessimistic. This came after UK Prime Minister David Cameron said he wanted no part in terms of the latest treaty proposals that have come out of Brussels yesterday. Also, as well, the German senior officials have said that the idea of the EFSF and the ESM running simultaneously was not on their agenda. However, though, as the session's progressed and the morning has gone through, we've seen quite an aggressive bounce. The European stock futures are trading up around their higher levels into the North American session, which has weighed on fixed income futures. In terms of the turnaround, banks, despite opening slightly weaker on the back of that unveiling of the EBA stress test results last night, have managed to move higher, led predominantly by the Italian banks. The likes of Intesa and UniCredit are trading up around 3 to 4% at last check. Elsewhere, in terms of the government 10-year bond yield spreads, Italy as well has seen quite aggressive tightening from the initial opening wide level. This has come amidst unconfirmed market chatter of the ECB being active in purchasing shorter dated Italian paper. We've seen a very aggressive tightening move of over 10% in the French Bund 10-year spread. This has come amidst talk of aggressive domestic real money buying of OATs this morning. In terms of some of the other things, we've had source comments just hit the wires within the last half an hour. They've speculated that China is looking to create a new $300 billion fund that will be split in two, one geared towards aid for EU and one for the US. That did cause an aggressive spike in the euro to session highs, and as the dollar moved lower in regard to the risk-on trades that were seen across the various asset classes, crude futures are also trading up at around their highs on that news. For any US listeners, we did see as well from China overnight their latest CPI and PPI numbers did show quite a dramatic slowdown in the month of November from October, something worth noting as well. Looking forward there as we head toward the rest of the session, we did see some source comments most recently in regard to the ECB, the source saying that they would not go over their current cap of 20 billion for any weekly purchases via their SMP. That could well put a bit of a dampener on some of these gains seen on the Chinese sources. However, looking forward, the US trade balance will be the major data release, and we'll look out for any conclusion as the EU summit should look to wrap up, if going by schedule, at around 3:30 to 4 p.m. London time. That's it from me for the moment. We'll have another update this afternoon, so have yourself a great trading day and a fantastic weekend.